did you feel about the tree, how the whole instigation began about the tree? Did you think that was cheesy and kind of silly, or did you think that had a little bit of Tolkien appreciation, since he does seem to have an obsession with nature and songs in the books?
Yes, an obsession. I think that without any context for the casual viewer, it may seem cheesy, but to me, it seemed like a nice reference to Tolkien's appreciation for trees, and also just how the elves really revered nature and trees all the way back to the First Age, and so much of the First Age centers around trees. And as just an aside, we get another tree reference from the first storyline when we're in Numenor, because I think the Queen says something about how the white tree is losing its petals. A little bit of background there. So the two great trees, one of which is called Telperion, they were sung into being by Yavanna, essentially the god of nature and growing things, and they were made by Varda, the queen of the stars, to give off a light, one a gold, one of a silver light, and the Kayaquindi, the elves who had beheld the light, they received a special reverence, and they had greater wisdom and kind of a variety of things. And their beauty is sung of, it's referenced a lot, and their light was captured in the Silmarils. So Silmarils are a big deal. They hold the light of the trees. The trees were destroyed by Morgoth, along with Ungoliant, Shelob's ancestor. And but before they were destroyed, Yavanna created a copy of Telperion, the silver tree, and the copy, I'm forgetting the name right now. I actually wrote it down. Let's see. The copy was Galathilion, which didn't give off light, but it looked like the tree, and it was planted in the elven city on the eastern shore of Aman. And from it, a sapling came called Celeborn, shared a name with Galadriel's husband, and Celeborn existed on an island called Tol Eressëa, which has its own story off the coast of Aman that some other elves lived on. And from it descended the sapling that was gifted to the people of Numenor in honor of them fighting alongside the elves, and it was planted in that Numenorian city. And its flourishing seemed to be associated with the flourishing of the kingdom of men. And so we see the white tree of Minas Tirith in the Lord of the Rings, the Jackson films, and so it is a direct descendant of this tree in Numenor, which itself is a reflection of Telperion, one of the great trees that gave light to the world. So a little bit of background there. I thought it was a nice touch, and I'm glad that it's featured.